I know we might not be hype about free agency, but he might be the one. Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back, like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing, man? Happy Tuesday. Listen, let's take a break right now. Let's take a break from the Dak contractual talks, even though the Cowboys got 8 days, so figure it out. Let's take a break from that. Let's take a break from hating Stephen Jones and all of the craziness that's going on with the team and Jerry Jones and his wild talking and just the stress of everything. And let's talk about some realistic possibilities in free agency. Actually, somebody that we might really be able to bring to this team. I'm not guaranteeing nothing because I know y'all. Y'all will find me if it don't happen and be like, Rome, but you said, nah, it ain't that. But this is very realistic, and I really can see it happening, and it's a perfect fit, like a perfect marriage. I'm talking about Eric Kendricks. Y'all know that he got released by the Chargers today, and it just fits. Eric Kendricks had some of his best years under Mike Zimmer. It's just perfect. Still playing at a relatively high level. Knows the Zimmer system. Could be the perfect veteran leader to come into this locker room and kind of like shout out to my boy Skywalker Still. He did the perfect breakdown on Twitter. If y'all don't know, go check out Sky's breakdown, talking about and showing some film on Eric Kendricks and why he would fit perfectly. But he can kind of let's call it microwave this whole Zimmer new system thing because he knows it in and out. He could be the green dot guy. He would be perfect to run this system from the middle. And I don't understand why we shouldn't seriously consider this. I'll read some of his stats and I'll put them on the screen as well. Eric Kendricks' 2023 season, he had 4 sacks, tied for 7 for linebackers, which is great. 4 sacks for a linebacker is a pretty good year. 16 quarterback pressures, top 20 ranked for linebackers. That's not bad because he wouldn't be the primary person to be putting pressure on the quarterback. So that's just added icing on top of everything. 6th in missed tackle percentage, which is a good thing. 5 pass breakups, tied for 4th. That means he's good in coverage. That's phenomenal. Still playing at a high level. Tied for 15th in average depth of tackle. I think it was like 3 yards or something like that. And Damone Clark for the Cowboys, his average depth of tackle was like 4 yards. That's the difference between that means 3 tackles and you getting people off the field. That means 3 tackles and you getting the first down. That yard means a lot. It's a game of inches. And that's a full yard. That's crazy. I feel like and all stats are amongst amongst all linebackers with 600 plus total snaps. Meaning, and shout out to my boy Outlaw Cowboy on Twitter. That's where I got those stats from. Meaning that this isn't like he got great statistics, but he didn't play a lot. Full-fledged starting linebacker, putting in work. And I would say would rank within the top 20 of linebackers in the league. That's pretty amazing. I don't know where he would rank up like completely. I ain't going to say a top 10 linebacker because he wouldn't be getting released. But to have a top 20 linebacker when we were bottom of the league in linebacking period, that would be phenomenal. Knowing how to run the Zimmer system, there would be no learning curve. It would just be, I can teach it. You know, and this is the thing that really tipped me, like, when I saw it. This is why I got excited. Y'all already know it's draft season. It's full-fledged draft season right now. It's a big deal. So I was thinking, listen, we can get Kendricks and pair him. Now, I know we got needs. We got needs. I know there's offensive line needs, and we about to get into it. Because it's free agency season, and you want to temper your expectations because you're a Cowboys fan. But you also can't help but think, well, who could we add? And I'm just like, if we can get a veteran DT, look, I'm just looking at the veterans we can add. I'm looking for 3 veterans in this, maybe 4 to add. inexpensive veterans. I'm going to give you my list. You tell me if I sound crazy or not. I think they might let Stephon Gilmore walk. I would love Stephon Gilmore back. Let's call that a free agent acquisition since he's a free agent. If not, I've been hearing rumblings and whispers of Chidobe or Woozier. Let me know how you feel about that. That's corner. Knock that out. That's inexpensive, right? Right? You go out there, you lose Endurance Armstrong. I guess this would be 5. Maybe you go out there and you add what was the edge from the Ravens? What is his name? I forgot his name. We'll come back to him. You go get me a veteran D tackle. Right? Veteran D tackle. Whoever that may be. Someone to add next to Hankins. And you bring back Hankins. True. Right? You add Kendricks. Because you're going to have to add, we have to fill out the roster. And you don't have enough draft picks. This is why people, look, as much as people want to act like the Cowboys are not going to be participatory in free agency, it's not that. It's that we're not going to be participatory in free agency in the first couple of weeks. But if these people can last past the first couple of weeks, then they could be added. You know, veteran D tackle or 2, Hankins plus somebody else, right? And go give me a veteran running back. Because I feel like the running backs, man, there's too many of them as free agents. Everybody can't go for $10 million. Everybody can't get big contracts. So Saquon and Derrick Henry might go get big contracts, but then there's going to be other people that are just like, it's not enough seats. You know, DeAndre Swift, you got Zach Moss, you got Austin Eckler, you got Tony Pollard, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. Like, it's a lot of free agent running backs, Josh Jacobs. Somebody going to set the market, and then everyone's going to get less from there. And it's not going to be $1 million. It's going to be like somebody's going to get $10 million maybe, and then somebody's going to get $9 million, and then it's going to get down. And once you get down to 6-5, I think the Cowboys will be invested. But anyway, the reason why I brought up those other players and stuff like that is you got to participate in free agency some, because you're just not going to have the opportunity to get enough players in the draft. It's not going to work that way. You have to fill out your roster. And I do think that there's some quality people to be had that we're not talking about. Eric Kendricks is one of those people that we wouldn't have been talking about. Didn't know his release was coming. But now that he's released, he could be the one that changes everything, that sets this differently. A possibility at linebacker that we didn't consider. You know what I'm saying? There were other people that we were talking about in the Cowboys community. Patrick Queen, like I said, that was never happening. But if you can get Eric Kendricks to come in and be your middle linebacker definitively, and then you can go out there and add a speedy Edgerrin Cooper, Peyton Wilson, even Colson, the linebacker from Notre Dame. I can't pronounce his name. I ain't going to be disrespectful. Now you've rebuilt your linebacker room. Now Damone Clark becomes depth. No disrespect to Damone. But you want him to be a quality, maybe rotational piece as he continues to build. But you don't want to lean on him as a starter no more. It's just, you don't want to. But if you can draft a linebacker, youth, bring in a veteran linebacker that knows the system, oh, we cooking. Now Micah can still bounce back back and forth between linebacker and edge still, and keep him still versatile and fluid, and then you just moving. Also, other people on this draft, I'm just saying, listen, you want to go out there and get a guard. I would love to get a receiver. I still want Keon Coleman first. This allows you to stay fluid, because I am team kick Tyler Smith out to left tackle. That's why the mock draft that I put up on the screen looks like it looks. You can still go out there and get Tyler Smith. I mean, you put Tyler Smith out to left tackle, and you can go out there and get a Keon Coleman, a Jonathan Brooks. Then you can go get a Colson. Right? Then you can maybe get a Cooper BB and put him at guard. Somebody that's physical and nasty. Like, you can fill this thing out, and it can fall right, but you have to be participatory in free agency. So if the first shoe that drops is Kendricks, I think we'll be moving in the right direction. Now listen, I ain't ignoring what's going on with the contractual stuff. We need to figure out what's going on with that. We got 8 days. But right now, let's just put that to the side for a minute and think, Eric Kendricks looks good in that that Cowboys blue with that star on his helmet. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this. Would you want Kendricks? Do you think it'd be a good fit? I don't think it'd cost a lot of money. I feel like he's right in that pocket of what Stephen Jones likes to sign. I'll holler.